All right, we found some sheds. It's kind of a cool thing. It's kind of a cool thing here in Michigan. We're outdoorsy people. I guess that's what people think of us anyway. But our neighbors are coming over. We have a neighbor boy that gets a kick out of stuff like that, so he's on his way. Over there, clearly you can see them from here. Not really. Oh, we're gonna. Where are they?
Off camera, right there.
Oh yeah. Clearly you can see them from here.
Hello. I ran out of paint already, so I only got like part of the thing. I was like, I gotta go get more paint.
Oh, gee. That is the coolest thing.
He is.
You saw him?
So cool to have that out there.
Can you see him from here? Play I Spy.
See.
Isn't that cool?
We have
Come look at him.
we have looked in our woods.
Isn't that cool?
Looks like a face.
I know, that's what I said too. They're so clean that they look fake. It's like he set his head down and they both just fell off.
Where's the possum?
So they only come out at night and they hide under those beehives. Did your grandma tell him I ran out here screaming at him? Pick them up. You can pick them up.
I wonder if I
Yeah.
got the picture. It's kind of heavy.
Aren't they big?
Oh my gosh, we have one half.
Wow, let me see that.
Yee.
Isn't that, look at the little imprint in the snow. So look at that. It just fell off his little head.
That is just cool. We have one half in ours, don't we?
Yeah, we have a half one.
Jeez, look at that. Like, why?
Look at those ridges.
Two of them now.
Unnecessary. Don't ever drive like that when you can drive. Just be patient.
Put them on. Can we take a picture?
Yeah.
That is
So we're in between layers of the floor. It's still wet, letting it dry. And we're hoping to seal at least half of the front room today. And then we are done painting, so I am looking forward to that. So in between those coats drying, we're gonna actually be doing another DIY, and that's a sofa table. Here it is. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's just a step stool with a board on top. We are going to be building the sofa table, and I'm going to be adding some electrical to it, so we have plugs sitting right on top. It's going to be super easy. So let's get to it.
made our usual pit stop to Home Depot. We're currently looking for lumber to build a sofa table with. So Jose's making his selections. Finding what you need, Bubs?
I think so. You want to paint it?
Yeah, I'm thinking painted would be really nice. So we're doing a sofa table in the sunroom area. And we need it to be a slim guy.
That's going to keep it out of the way of everything. Also, it'll hide it right behind the sofa. Make sure it's accessible. If we do want to use it and plug into it, we're not reaching through a bunch of lamps from the core or anything that could tip over. So it'll be a lot closer to whoever's going to use it. And we think it's going to stay out of the way. So before we go to start making any measurements or cuts, what we want to do is keep in mind of the faceplate. The faceplate obviously is going to extend beyond the outlet itself, so what I like to do is kind of put it in place and flip it over and just kind of get a gauge of how far over you can make these cuts, and then start kind of marking out where I'm going to put this outlet. had to move it to the workshop because this is the messy part. But what we are looking at are a couple pilot holes that I drilled out to kind of start, where I'm going to put the jigsaw blade right through it, cut down these lines, no judgment. I am a horrible jigsawer, so I'll try to impress, but no promises. Just like that, they are gone. Go to install it. Probably gonna drill a hole on each side of this bracket right here. That's where these screws go into. So if we don't drill that hole, the screws are gonna hit into that wood. Probably not gonna pop or sink down as far as we want it to go. So we'll make sure we keep that in mind before we fully install it. But before we drill this thing into place, we're gonna wire it up here. Throw some electrical tape. I had a spare junction box. I'm gonna put that on the back side of this. What I'm gonna end up doing is probably running two of this cable, this wiring, from each hole to the box. And that's where we're gonna splice the outlets in together. All of the electrical connectors are gonna be located in here. So most of these outlets now come with some directions either on them or on the box. This one has your your strip dimension. So what you do is you can put your your wire right here on top of this piece, so it gives you a little marking, and you can strip. What I normally do is just guess a little bit more, and then I'll trim it down after the fact. Alright, so we have the screws in place. The ones that come with it are actually machine screws, so they have the flat bottoms. They're meant to go in the boxes. Obviously that won't work for here, so I just changed it out for some 3/4 of an inch so it doesn't peek out the bottom. Wood screws, I had these. I really don't like these, anything Phillips anymore after using, focus. I really don't like using Phillips stuff after using T-bits or the ones that look like stars, but I have them left over. They work great. So now that that's on, we'll throw the faceplate, do the same thing to the other side. Looks like I actually hit the copper a little bit. So by just doing a quick flex, see where the weakness is. That's evident because it'll break very easily if it's jostled around a little bit. So we're going to restrip this one. Alright, so everything's wired in. We got our legs. There's going to be another 1x12. And then I cut some support little brackets that we're going to put to help keep from bowing out. And that's it. It's super easy. It's not truly a table, I wouldn't even say. It's more of just a behind the couch functional platform. I like that. Given this is a pine, I always pre-drill everything. Even if I'm using non-pre-drill drill bits or screws, I always pre-drill everything because it will crack, especially being this close to the edge. So we did 5, might be a little overkill, but I have plenty of screws. So. Alright, so I got the leg on, but we're going to add a little bit of support to it so it doesn't cave in or bow in. And then this thing will be done. The only thing we have to do is paint it, but it's going to be tucked away behind a couch, so we might wait to paint it because we got a lot of stuff we're tackling right now. And honestly, after doing the floors, if I don't paint anything again ever, I won't be mad. Autofocus? Huh. So I'm done. So I'm done building the table. Moved it over to where we're gonna put it. I was gonna hardwire it in, but realized, you know, maybe we should just have it a plug-in in the event that we have to move it or want to move it. We don't have to mess with electrical, turn the circuit breaker off, disconnect it. So we're gonna turn it into a plug. I had one left over, actually a build that we had that we threw away. So I cut extra cable off of that. We're gonna wire that in and then throw this plate on.
A sofa table for the sunroom, and I just asked for a basic sofa table because it's going to be behind that sofa. There's my makeshift one I did the other day for some planning, and he goes and puts electrical outlets in them because he's amazing, with USB plug-in so we can plug our phones in. So this little guy is going to be behind that sofa, and we'll be able to plug our phones in and have lamps back there, which I'm super excited about. So he's just the best. This turned out awesome.
All right, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Just got done with this sofa table, the functional sofa platform. I don't know. It's not really a table. I guess it is. It's more like a bench. Sofa table did get done. We still have to paint it, but it is right over there, doing its thing. Plugs work, plugged it in, all is well. So we're gonna be using that a lot. I'm sure that, like I said, this is a hangout for us all year round. You get to see the barn, which is right over there. No judgment on that wreath. I haven't taken it down yet. It's in there, and it's just been so cold. I just haven't want to get on the ladder and take it off. So I gotta do that soon. But this is one of our favorite places to hang out. You get a view of the field, you get a view of the barn, the sheep. Grace will yell at you through the window if she sees you. That one, I tell you. So trying to make this not only pretty, but also functional, since we're gonna spend a lot of time here. This desk that I'm sitting on right now, it's not a desk, it's a buffet. We don't know what we're gonna do here yet. LMB and I have been going back and forth. Right now, before we took it apart and painted the floors, we had it as a pretty cool functional coffee spot, coffee corner. We made coffee here. Love coffee. Hopefully we can maybe do that again because I love a little coffee setup spot. This is kind of the pinnacle of our area, of our house. We love this spot. It's the center. So having a couple extra plugs in some convenient locations keeps us from having to make the entire kitchen a mess. You know, if we're making, right now, the nearest plugs that are kind of convenient is on the kitchen counter. So if you're cooking dinner, you have to move stuff out of the way. It can become a pain. So looking forward to using that. I'll probably blog a step-by-step so you can read the tutorial on top of putting this through, putting this on video. But it was super easy build, super cheap. I was gonna go a little bit higher end with it, some conduit and whatnot, and I said, you know what, let's just do some little wiring taps so it keeps things nice and tight, but beyond that, let's not get crazy. So definitely under $100, a couple hours, some screws, all is well. The most expensive part about that was the outlets. Those were like $24 a piece because they have the 2 USBs on it. You don't have to get those. You can use, if you use the little cubes quite often, you can obviously get a regular plug. Those are only a couple bucks, but I really like those. If I can, I would use those more often across the house, but they are expensive. But we are wrapping up today. I'm gonna head over to my mom's. It's kind of our tradition to go spend Super Bowl over there. We made some dips. We have buffalo chicken dip, spinach dip. She made tamales. So completely throwing away the New Year's resolution of a better diet, better food, and more exercise, because we're gonna go sit, watch TV, and eat thousands and thousands of calories. So wish me luck. Hopefully I'm not 5 pounds heavier, and on the camera adds a little bit, right? Anywho, all right, we'll catch you guys. Hope your team wins. We don't really have a team this year, kind of back and forth, so hope your team wins.
What are you doing? Oh, you just peeing.